back to another live stream. I hope you guys are all doing good. This is going to be a very powerful live stream because we're going to be talking about the current energies, what we're feeling, and of course, the timeline split. The thing Dolores Cannon talked about the most. Because right now we're going through a 3D and 5D split. There are many people who still haven't made a choice. I'll be getting into that in a little bit. But of course, I'm hoping my audio is very good because I'm working on my audio, right? I've been getting complaints. I've been working on it. I'm a Virgo, so I'm a perfectionist, so you know. Yeah, you know how that goes, right? I'm doing the best I can. So, you know, I'm going to do my best and I'm going to just, you know, try to make it as best as possible. So, you know, I'm going to do my... It looks good. It sounds great in my opinion. Hopefully it stays that way, right? The videos will be lower. That's just how it's going to be because I think it's more complicated because on my phone it's plug and play. On the desktop where I record my videos in 4K, you know, there's a studio, you have like decibels and levels and stuff. I don't know, I max it out. So hopefully it'll be better. Besides that, of course, a lot of things to get into, you know. There hasn't been really much going on, but doesn't matter what the charts say because we're also, you know, it's about what we feel, right? If you guys haven't already, please hit the like button and subscribe button. We got to get into this. So I think we're going to jump right into a nice update. So right now we have, of course, the Schumann resonance. And as you can tell, nothing too intense. The energy isn't that intense. It's not that, you know, powerful. It's not too active. So, you know, things are quite calm now. You might not be feeling calm because, you know, things are really intense right now, and many people are definitely feeling a lot of things right now. Because think about it, you know, we have a solar eclipse that's happening in not even 12 hours from now, and we got the new moon. This energy is different. This energy might be overwhelming. You might feel purging, detoxing, horrible sleep. There's a lot of symptoms going on right now, and you might be feeling it. I've been feeling it. It's been rough lately. I'm hoping you guys are doing very well right now. We have this Mercury retrograde, and you guys know how that is. Communication, technology becomes very annoying. So what's up, Jackson? How you doing? Let's take a good look what's going on. Believe it or not, there has been quite a lot of earthquakes in America. So let's get into this. So we got in Oklahoma, we have an earthquake. We have one in Texas. Where's my mouse? There it is. And then we got a few more. We have quite a bit in California. We got Nevada, 2 of them in Nevada. So yeah, there's definitely been some earthquakes. And of course, if you didn't know, there is a gigantic coronal hole that is pretty much facing the earth right now, bringing in all that plasma, bringing in all that energy in right now. So that's been something that's been going on right now, amplifying everything that we are kind of experiencing and going through. There was a geomagnetic storm, I think a couple of days ago, if I'm not mistaken. Solar winds are high, so things are active. Let me know how is everyone doing, by the way. I really appreciate everyone and really appreciate all the support and stuff. So here's a quick look of the sun right now. Very interesting looking coronal hole. I have no idea why it's shaped like this on the sun. Kind of looks like a whale, I guess, or like a fin or something like that. So very odd what this is looking like that for. Very interesting. And we got all this, you know, darkness right now, and it's, as you can see, it's very dark towards the bottom, and it's chaining. which means it's growing larger. This sort of looks like a fish in a way or something. I don't even know. Very odd looking here. This is chaining. This is growing larger and larger right now as a coronal hole. The coronal hole is a cooler spot on the sun where plasma can escape freely. Now, we also have another one forming on the left side as well. So, looks like this one will definitely be a trans-equatorial one. And this is going to be a pretty long-lasting coronal hole. Specifically this one right here. This one almost hasn't moved because it just keeps growing in size. Pete, welcome to the stream. We have, of course, a lot of activity on the left side. So things are definitely interesting right now with the sun. So a pretty big coronal hole that will be coming. One that we currently have that is in an Earth-facing position. It's not trans-equatorial, but a lot of this plasma can still come towards Earth. So very interesting what we have going on with the sun right now, and it's been interesting because we don't have coronal holes. Usually they'll be small, but what we've been having is ones that last longer, keep deepening and widening. So this has been happening since, I think, what, November was it? I think November or December. So we've been having this constant coronal holes that just keep on emerging, and they just seem to be lasting forever. So this is truly interesting, and this one doesn't look like it's going to be moving away. I'm hoping everyone has been doing very good. Hopefully everybody's been doing good. There's been another big earthquake. We have been having 6.0 every day now. And the newest one is in another place in Russia. And I have no idea how to pronounce this one. I think it's like Ozernovsky or something like that. Here's where it is. Where's my mouse? I have no idea where my mouse freeze. Where's my mouse? Ah, found it. This thing's like lagging or something. I don't know. But there it is. Alright. Besides all that though, let's get into, of course, the big update. So, of course, we have a timeline split that has happened already. However, it's much larger. People have awakened a number. There has been a big surge in people who have remembered who the hell they are, right? Have raised their consciousness. The last 5 to 15 years, specifically the last 10, have been the most active amount of people, like the most amount of people who have been awakening. It's not a few people, it's quite a bit of people. And of course you have this split now. Now the split is growing and dividing more and more. But I still think there's a lot of people, right? But before we get into those middle people, you know, you got the people that are 3D, which is like fear. They're obsessed with the media and every single little thing that has been told on the news, the media, YouTubers, etc., whoever it is that is covering these things, whoever it is, not specifically YouTubers, but specifically, of course, a lot of people that are putting fear out there. People are really tuning into that. All right, that's kind of where that is. Then you have, of course, another group of people which are more so resonating with love frequency, more like happiness, more of truth, getting along, right? And a lot of these people have been, like, especially my group and many other people have really been through a lot, right? A lot of trauma has surfaced the last few years, you know, and I think a lot of people are kind of just throwing them down. They don't care about their traumas. They don't really care what they're going through. They just keep going and they're numbing themselves down with alcohol. You know, alcohol has been pushed so much lately. Vodka has been pushed in a bunch of commercials and a bunch of things. It's really pushed out there, right? So much is being pushed out there. People are numbing themselves down. And there's people like me, right? I want to be as independent and depending on my own self as much as I can, and in every way possible. And ultimately, that's the goal. That is literally the goal. Depending on ourselves, being independent as much as we can, being healthy, being whole, living the way we're supposed to live, right? Because I feel like this whole 3D is an illusion, right? You have all these people, fear this and that to get views, whatever they be doing to get views, whatever they be doing to get money, whatever they do to control people, whatever they're doing to entertain people, whatever it is, that's still going on. But a lot of that, we don't want that. So that's why we go towards 5D. Then there's this big chunk of people that are like in between. They have to choose, right? And a lot of us, we're told you're empaths. You need to suck up the pain. You have to deal with it. No. Or you have to wake them up. You have to do this. You have to do that, right? A lot of this self-sacrifice, destroy yourself, all this. Yeah. That, when you're an empath, right? The amount of people that they're being led wrong, right? People are definitely like empaths before 2023, even 2024, like before the last couple of years. I feel like a lot of empaths, including myself, have really been led the wrong way, right? And have been told so much wrong. And that's the same thing for everybody that's in 3D. They're being told wrong. They're all being told something else. Everybody's lost in their own programs and whatnot. They're running on subconscious beliefs that aren't even theirs, dreams that aren't even theirs, whatever it is. Ultimately, it's kind of the same thing. But overall, a lot of us have really been through it. And in order for us to really transition into 5D and to move there and stay there, we need to destroy the older self. Number one. And for empaths and for people like me, it is all about being our true self, being our best self, right? And being aligned, right? Because there's people that are empaths that are not drained and out of it and tired. There's people that are successful but not greedy or attached to material. There are people that are successful that are not attached to material, right? Money is not the root of all evil. You could definitely live a better life being an empath. You can be powerful. You can be like, you are powerful basically, right? But everybody's been really pushing so much wrong about empaths and about sensitive people and everything. And we're not sensitive. We're not weak. The last few years have transitioned more. We've healed more. We've learned more. We've broken the nonsense from the past. And we still are really doing that. That's what we're doing here. It's a game. It's a game. I know a lot of people don't like it. But we've learned wrong. We've grown wrong. Everything's backwards. And us empaths are sensitive. So it's literally like multiplying all that on us. And it is not easy. It's really just not easy. Seriously. Everything we went through, right? Is just so much. Everything, the isolation. We literally feel people's pain, right? You have people getting all pissed off and angry, and my nervous system is like, okay, I just healed it. Now, okay, I feel that. Oh my God, I don't feel good now, right? You feel everything. We're not sponges. We're here to see the truth. And man, it gets annoying. It gets annoying because you see the truth and they don't want to admit it. So it's frustrating right now. Split what's going on, what it is. Don't hide yourself. Go out there, but protect your energy. So we need to keep going towards 5D, right? So this is how this is how we're going to win, right? Let's just spoil it, right? The next 3 years. We need to become so damn powerful. We need to become that higher self, that high aura, whatever you want to call it, right? That higher self, that really powerful person, that empath that's a warrior. That's where we need to go. That's where some of you need to go, and for everyone else, we need to really be in love. Frequency. We need to be unconditional love. We need to be more towards happiness. That's where our focus needs to go. Now with what's going on in the world, what's going on in 3D, what's this, what's that, those things, those files, I'm not even paying attention to those files, right? I think I looked at it the other day. I don't really know much about it. Because honestly, we need to keep moving forward. That's what I think. Again, I don't know. Some people are different though. Like a lot of people are telling me about them. I'm like, I need to go in the love frequency. I don't need none of this drama. I don't want to look at this stuff. I'm not trying to get pissed off. I'm just trying to freaking live it up, man. I'm trying to go there. And that's what we have to do. I mean, it's a distraction, right? They could just release it all at once. But then again, I don't know much about this stuff. I don't tune into the media. I don't tune into anything of this stuff whatsoever. I'm only looking at weather, human stuff, and things that go with me. I'm looking at these charts like all day, every day. You know what I mean? So I can report to you guys the data and everything that goes on. I don't need this data though anymore because I've learned to tune in with Earth's resonance, with Earth's frequency, right? And I've taught you guys how to do that as well. I've taught you guys how to read the charts. I've taught you guys to become independent. A teacher should teach you how to be independent. And I teach you guys how to read the Schumann resonance. I teach you how to reset your own nervous system. I'm giving you tools, right? I'm teaching you to fish so you can get your own fish, so you don't have to rely on me. That's a teacher. But it's up to you to decide if you want to learn from me. Alright, we're all on this journey together, and what's happening is simple. It's a 3D and it's 3D, 5D right now. This is where we're at in 2026, the year of disclosure. The next few years might be getting even more intense, and that is fine. We're here for this. We're built for this. And overall, we need to go towards love. We need to go towards peace, happiness. Once we do that, and once we're in that situation, when you're surrounded, if someone from 3D comes to you and they're not feeling good, you just being alive will heal that person. Literally. For example, when I was young, someone was so happy, so vibrant, so intelligent. I met them like a couple times in my life, and I was like a little kid, right? So obviously, you're learning and whatnot. Something happened, I got sad, and I'm looking at them. I'm like, how come they don't care? Like, how come they're not reaching out to me? They're not like putting their arm around me, making me feel so good. They're not really like giving me that. But I felt happier. And it didn't do any of that because their energy alone did that. I realized that after a long time. That's what we need to be. Not destroying ourselves and and destroying our energy, right? Sometimes you have to do what you have to do, but overall you should not be destroying yourself and destroying your energy. So empaths are powerful, and I'm hoping this really shifted you, because I feel like we're here. The split is here, but ultimately they're here, we're going here, we really want to stay here. 5D, love, happiness, peace, all that good stuff. I don't know about you guys, but that's where we need to go. That's where we need to stay. And yes, we need to socialize with people. We need to be a community. And yeah, time to get out of the comfort zone, because a lot of people are too comfortable. Your isolation is where your self-healing began. That is when you start to learn about yourself and start to hear your own inner voice. However, what do most people do? They stay isolated. And then, no offense, you get crazy. No offense, you get all loony. No offense, you stop socializing with people. And that becomes a problem. You don't just disconnect from society, you disconnect from reality. You get too much. A lot of people in the spiritual community are like this. You're not gonna go to 5D, you're lost. You're not connecting with people. You're afraid to connect with people because you've been hurt. So you carry that. And yeah. You don't have to help. You don't have to. Like, there's people who come to me telling me certain things, and it's like, why are you forcing people to accept your information or whatever it is? Like, you don't have to change anyone. I don't know what they're saying in the spiritual community these days, but there's just a bunch of misinformation out there. The spiritual community is simply infiltrated with a bunch of misinformation. Your goal is to become independent as much as you can. And work with people. Have people help you as well, right? People help you. Being with the right people. It's not just you, right? It's not just you. It's not just becoming independent. It's about being with the right people. It's about community. It's about coming together, right? Because that's where balance is going to be. It's not about, I can't be around people. I can't be around here. I can't. You could be around anybody, but don't give them your power. Have boundaries, strong boundaries. Don't engage. Don't let anyone get to you, right? Because people are always going to trigger you. People are always going to trigger you to get in your head. Those triggers and these people aren't bad, but these triggers show where you still hold something like a past trauma or a past thing that gets to you, right? There's a lot of things. So ultimately, don't let people's words get the best of you. No. Have some good boundaries. Build some thick skin. Yeah, you're gonna need it, Like, sometimes live streaming is literally perfect for me, because with all the trolls and all the people that come in and say things, it's perfect for me. Perfect training grounds. But yeah, overall, push yourself out your comfort zone. It's time to really get out there and show them your power. So I hope this helps out right now. It's the year of the fire horse. So I hope you're feeling the energy. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys another time.